My name is Tracy. I'm a certified trauma coach, and I teach people to recover from trauma and abuse, regulate their nervous system, reclaim their authentic self, and parent from peace with a trauma history. And today I want to talk about parenting. So you lost your shit. Your kids saw you lose your cool. You raised your voice, maybe. Maybe you broke down and cried. Now you feel guilty. You feel like you're a bad parent. You feel like you're doing something wrong. You feel like you don't deserve them. Stop. Stop. Your parent, you're not perfect, okay? We're not meant to be perfect. Our kids don't need perfect. They need human, authentic parents that love them. And your healing journey is their healing journey, especially if your children were with you during your trauma and or abuse. They're learning to heal by watching you heal. They're learning to regulate their nervous system as you learn to regulate your nervous system. And I truly believe that it's important for kids to see us have moments like that, because it's not those moments that shape them, it's the moments of repair that happen afterwards. It's okay for them to see you have a moment. Obviously, you don't want to go losing your shit unnecessarily. You don't want to be screaming and yelling like a banshee. You don't want to be doing things that are damaging or abusive. But having a moment where you raised your voice once in a while, or you broke down and cried, you're not a bad parent. And being able to go to your child after and in an age appropriate way say, you know, I'm really sorry that I lost my temper earlier. I was really overwhelmed and I didn't handle my emotions in a good way. I shouldn't have responded like that. I should have done XYZ. You deserve respect and kindness. I'm working to be better and I'm sorry that happened. Them seeing you repair and then put that into action is probably one of the most healing things that you can do for them and yourself. You broke down and they saw you cry. It's okay for them to see that you have emotions. Again, there's nothing wrong with saying to your child, you know what, mommy or daddy was having a big emotion and I really needed to have a cry. You didn't do anything wrong. I just needed to have a good cry and I feel better now. And I'm sorry if that made you upset or if that made you scared. I think that we don't give enough credit to talking to our kids and making them a part of our healing journey in a healthy, appropriate way. And I'm emphasizing that because I know there's going to be at least one comment on here that's going to take it to an extreme. Age appropriate. Age appropriate. Your kids don't need to know about your trauma and your abuse. They don't need to know graphic details. But them seeing you have moments where you falter, but then you come back and you take accountability, you take responsibility, you apologize, you repair, and then you implement the change so you don't continue to make the same mistake over and over and over again. You know what you're teaching them? You're teaching them to take accountability for themselves, to take responsibility for themselves. You're teaching them that it's okay to have emotions as long as you handle them in a healthy way. And if you don't handle them in a healthy way, you can repair and you can try again and you can do better. So you're not a bad parent. You're healing, you're growing, you're learning, and they're healing and growing and learning right alongside you. And as long as you are doing your best and you love your children and you're keeping them safe and you work every single day to be better than you were the day before, then you're winning. As always, please follow, like, and share so we can share the education and support with those who need it.